Welcome, welcome. You're probably here because you want to make your first visit to Walt Disney World and you don't know where to begin. So, let's get started. Now, if you have no interest in planning or doing research, I suggest getting a travel agent. You might also use a travel agent if you have sort of a strange situation, like 4 families going together with 25 people of all different ages. Maybe find a recommendation from somebody else if you want to use an online travel agent, or find a local person that you can sit down with and discuss your needs and wants. Now me, yes, I've been to Walt Disney World before, many times, but to me, it's not really a big deal to plan a vacation like this because it is domestic for most of us. You're just basically booking a hotel, park tickets, figuring out a way to get there, and then doing some dining reservations. There's some other stuff too. That's part of the fun, right? Okay, now you're ready to go. Where do you start? First, try a guidebook. I recommend Birnbaum's guidebook. It's a fun book, it's an easy read, and it's great to look back on in a few years. It'll remind you of your trip. And then let's start with those general questions like, what's the weather like in this month? What are the ticket prices? Can I see a menu for this specific restaurant? All that information is out there. You just need to use your favorite search engine to find it. And lastly, another great resource is YouTube. You can find attraction ride-throughs, show videos, full reviews of restaurants, in-depth hotel walkthroughs, and all kinds of stuff. Pretty much anything you want to learn about the resort, you can find on YouTube. Okay, now for the basics. About 30 minutes southwest of Orlando is Walt Disney World. It consists of 4 theme parks: Magic Kingdom, Epcot, Hollywood Studios, and Animal Kingdom. There's 2 water parks, Blizzard Beach and Typhoon Lagoon, and a shopping and entertainment district, Disney Springs. Disney also has 25 hotels on the resort property, ranging from value to moderate to deluxe. Now, about 15 minutes back up toward Orlando, you've got Universal Orlando. There you'll find Universal Studios theme park and Islands of Adventure, as well as their water park, Volcano Bay. Universal Orlando is home to 8 resort hotels, and oh yeah, they have a shopping and entertainment district too called City Walk. Now just FYI, the Harry Potter areas are in the Universal Studios and Islands of Adventure, not the Disney theme parks. Sorry. The most important part comes next. That's right, it's your budget. Because your budget is going to determine how things mix together: your hotel, your tickets, your transportation, your dining. More of one might mean less of another thing. So you have to figure out your budget. Okay, let's assume you have a budget. You've set aside some money, you've bought gift cards, whatever. You've got a stash of cash, and you're ready to start doing things. The first part is to determine when you want to go during the year. Thanks to people implementing surge pricing, when it's busier, it's more expensive. So when schools are out and families want to go visit, it's going to be more expensive. But that's okay. You've saved some money, you've got your budget, we can make things work. Okay, so the next step is choosing where you want to stay. And we're going to concentrate on staying on Disney property. If you want to stay off Disney property, that's fine. It can be cheaper. You can find full suite, you can get an Airbnb. There's lots of choices out there. But for this, we're going to stay on property. As I said before, there are 3 levels of hotels: value, moderate, and deluxe. If pricing is an issue, you can sort of keep your choices within one of those categories. Or maybe you've got a lot of money to blow and you're looking for amenities. Do you want a fun pool like they have at the Beach Club or the Animal Kingdom Lodge? Or do you want special transportation like being on the monorail loop or access to the Skyliner? So now that you've figured out what you're looking for in a hotel, we can go to the website and start pricing things out. Let's get down to business. Now, I've been saving for a while, but I'm not a huge spender, so assume I have a budget of around, $5,000. After doing my research, I want a moderate hotel because I like the fancier pools, slightly larger rooms, and the option of a table service restaurant. I think I want to take my family of 4 in February. Then I'll start using all that information on the hotel website, and I'll see what comes up. Okay, so now I'm at the Disney Hotel website. I'm going to begin by entering the dates that I'm interested in. I'm going to go from February 1st, not to the 7th. I want to go for 7 nights total, so yeah, the 8th. All right, let's enter in 2 adults, and then my 2 kids. I got a 12-year-old and 5, sure. Let's see what we got. All right, it gives me everything back, but I just want to see the moderate resort hotels. Thank you very much. That didn't change because the moderates were at the top to start with. Okay, yeah, I do like all these options, but I think I'm going to go with Caribbean Beach because I've stayed there before and I like the pool. Alright, let's move forward. Alright, so now it's going to show me what rooms are available at the hotel, and this is just the room price. So let's see, we've got the pirate room, the preferred room, some of these other rooms are not available at this time. So let's go with the, well, before I do that, I want a package. I want to include my tickets in there. So let's see what that might cost me. Whoa, $4,500, almost $4,600. Yeah, considering I only have $5,000, I need some money to eat with. I need to change things up here a little bit, see what I can come up with. Alright, so let's go back to all hotels. And then from there, I think I'm going to try to choose just the value hotels to see what's available. Alright, we're back at all hotels. I'm going to use the pull down to pick the value resort hotels. I don't have a problem with value hotels. I've stayed there before, so I give up the option for a table service restaurant at my hotel. That's fine. Let's see, lots of availability here. I think I'm going to go for the movies because I like the theming. And look, $3,500, add some food to that, and that's within my budget. So let's pick that and move ahead. Now I'm to the step in the process where I pick the number of days that I want on my ticket. And I'm good with 8 days. I could switch it up, maybe take a day or two off to rest around the pool or something, but we'll go with 8 for now. Below that, we've got all of our options to add onto our ticket. And that price for the park hopper ticket doesn't seem too bad. I think I'm going to add that on. Here we are at our final details page. Let's make sure everything's correct. Yep, there's my dates. The people in my party. Looks good. The movies resort. An 8-day ticket with park hopper. Yes, okay. I think I'm going to skip Memory Maker this time just to save a couple bucks. Maybe next time. Alright, my subtotal is almost $4,000. That leaves me about $1,000 for food. I don't know if that's enough. I'm going to have to save up a little bit more, but we'll check how much in our next step. A person's got to eat, right? And drink a little bit? Sure. And have snacks and all kinds of stuff. So we've got to get a basic idea of what food is going to cost us while we're staying there. We're going to start off by going to the Disney World dining site. Now, this has information on pretty much every dining location on property, probably with the exception of snack carts, like a popcorn cart or something like that. So on the Disney dining site, let's start off by maybe narrowing stuff down to the Hollywood Studios dining locations. Here we can see all the table service and quick service locations. I'm going to start off by looking at the ABC Commissary, which by the way is quite the underrated dining location. So let's click on View Menu and see what we've got. Alright, hey, look at that. Holiday exclusive treats, yum. Ooh, and treats with alcohol. We'll come back to that sometime, I think. Under entrees, we can see everything that they offer, and we get an idea that the prices for entrees are about $12, $15. For kids' meal entrees, we're looking at about $7 or $8. Now if I go back and I want to look at a table service location to get an idea of the pricing there, I'll click on the 50s Primetime Cafe, which is an awesome place. Comfort food. You'll love it. Take a look at the menu, and I want to see the dinner prices, so I'm going to switch the pull down to dinner. We've got appetizers and entrees run about $25 on average. There's desserts if we're extra hungry, and then we've got our kids' meals, which run about $15 or so. Great, now we've got a basic idea of what food costs, and these are average prices across property. Alright, let's take those numbers and put together a food costs worksheet. For the average quick service meal, we're going to have 2 adult entrees, and then we're going to say that the kids are both going to have kids' entrees. That totals up to $46. Now, if you add in drinks, the occasional dessert, and tax, it could be around $55 average. Let's look at table service now. The 2 adults and the 1 older child are going to have adult meals at $25, and then 1 child meal at $15 or so, and the total then is $90. But of course, we can add on things like drinks, dessert, taxes, and don't forget 15 to 20% gratuity, for a total of $125 on average for a table service restaurant. However, don't forget that this is an average for an a la carte restaurant. Fixed price meals like at Be Our Guest, buffets like Crystal Palace, character dining like at Chef Mickey, those will all cost you more. For our week-long stay, we are going to have 6 lunches and 7 dinners. And we'll say that the lunches are all going to be quick service. And out of the dinners, we're going to have 3 quick service dinners and 4 table service dinners. Sounds good to me, nice variety. That adds up to $955. But we can't forget about a few other things like breakfast. We're going to do breakfast in the room, we're going to get bagels and donuts, and we'll call it $100. And we do like our ice cream and popcorn, so for snacks, $200 for a total of $1,255. Let's say $1,350 just to be safe. To put all these numbers together now, room and tickets will cost us $38.50. Food will be $1,350 for a grand total of $5,200, which is pretty close to my budget. And then some personal numbers you have to add on. Transportation, are you flying, are you renting a car? And of course, souvenirs, because who doesn't like a nice sweatshirt? Fantastic, it looks like the numbers are going to work out. So let's go ahead back to that booking page and we'll just finish the process. I'm not going to do it myself right here, but basically you just check out and follow the prompts and use your favorite form of payment. Part of this process will be, if you don't already have one, we'll be making a My Disney Experience account. This is like a wallet for your tickets, hotel reservations, all of your dining. And since we are going to buy tickets, hypothetically, we'll have to make park reservations. Currently, the way things work is you'll have to reserve a certain park for a specific day. I don't have tickets, so I'm not going to actually do this, but you can go online and see the park reservation calendar. I'm going to click on Select Resort Hotels because I'm staying in a resort, and I'm going to move forward to my hypothetical trip in February. And it looks like everything's green. So if I were in My Disney Experience, I would be able to go ahead and reserve my park days. Oh, and one thing I forgot. If you've bought Magic Bands, you'll hook them up to your account in My Disney Experience. Okay, that is a lot of stuff. Is there anything else that we need to worry about? Yeah, there's a couple more things. Let's talk about advanced dining reservations, or ADRs. Remember all those super cool restaurants that you were researching and you want to eat at? You're going to have to make reservations for them. ADRs can be made 60 days from your date of arrival, but being a Disney Resort guest, you can actually make them for your entire stay up to 10 days. So where people who are not staying on property have to make them day by day, you get to make them for your entire stay. So try to make the hard to get reservations at the end of your stay. Things like Be Our Guest or Cinderella's Royal Table. There's a tip for you. This is probably information overload, so just file this away and come back to it when you need it. You can make dining reservations 60 days out at 6 a.m. Eastern Time online or 7 a.m. via the phone. But if you want to build a droid or a lightsaber, those are made at midnight that morning. Somebody's staying up late. Okay, let's review. Step 1, do some research. Read a guidebook, look at some websites, watch some YouTube. Number 2, figure out your budget. Everything depends on the budget. Decide when you want to go during the year. That's important for costs. Number 4, select a hotel. This is where that research will help you. How many ticket days do you want? Do you want a day off in the middle, or are you going to go every day? Make a dining budget. Figure out how your group is going to eat. Number 7, think of those extra expenses, like travel and souvenirs. And lastly, as you get closer to your visit, you're going to make those dining reservations and any other reservations for special things, like lightsaber, droid building, maybe even a fireworks cruise. There's so much fun to be had, and you are going to have an amazing time.